Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into something I think you'll find really useful. How to practice speaking English every single day, but here's the twist. Without ever opening a textbook or booking a formal class. It's all about finding your classroom in the most unexpected places.
So let me ask you this. Do you ever feel that little knot in your stomach when you have a chance to speak English? That fear of making a mistake? Well, what if the solution wasn't some new app or an expensive course? What if it was already part of your daily routine, just waiting for you to notice it?
If that sounds at all familiar, trust me, you are not alone. So many learners feel completely stuck. They feel like they have no one to practice with, and they're just paralyzed by that fear of saying the wrong thing. And that's exactly where our guide for today, a woman named Emily, found herself. So let's actually follow her through a typical day to see how she completely turned things around. We're going to explore what we're calling the mindful method. It's a super simple, really practical approach to learning that literally starts the moment you wake up. For Emily, practicing English isn't something she has to schedule. It's not an appointment. It begins the very second she opens her eyes in the morning, before her feet have even touched the floor. So instead of immediately reaching for her phone, she just takes a moment to connect with herself. Silently, just in her mind, she forms these really simple but powerful sentences. And notice this, it's not about complex grammar or vocabulary. It's just about setting a positive intention for her day in the language she wants to learn.
A little later, she's on her 12-minute walk to the train station, and she makes a conscious choice: no headphones, no music, no podcasts. This little slice of time isn't for zoning out. For her, it's the next classroom.
So what does she do instead? Well, she just narrates her world. Quietly, just to herself, she describes what she sees. The road is clean today. The sky is gray. It's so simple, but this one little act turns a totally mundane walk into an active, immersive language practice. And this is the core idea right here. Let's give it a name: the real-life classroom. It's this simple method of just using your environment, your actions, your own thoughts as a constant, low-pressure way to practice. And here's why it's so powerful. The stakes are zero. You're just giving your brain tons of tiny little reps without any fear of failure, and that's actually how you build those language pathways in your brain most effectively.
This slide really just nails the shift in mindset, doesn't it? The old way is about waiting for perfection. Emily's way, it's all about making a little progress every day. Look at this contrast. Instead of needing a formal teacher, she uses real life. She's not fighting the language, which is just exhausting. She's befriending it. The textbook isn't the lesson. Life is the lesson.
Okay, but you might be thinking, what about higher pressure situations? This isn't just for quiet walks, right? And you're right, Emily applies the exact same method at work, even right before a big team meeting.
So when her manager asks her to say something, she feels that familiar rush of nerves. We've all been there. But something's different this time. Because of all that tiny, consistent, daily practice, she's built this new foundation of confidence. And she speaks. She doesn't freeze up. She's clear. For her, this is a massive internal victory.
You see, here's a really crucial piece of the puzzle. It's not just about doing the practice. It's also about recognizing the progress you're making. And that brings us to the power of reflection. So at the end of a long day, Emily's learning isn't quite over. She takes just a few minutes, that's all, to reflect in her English journal. This is such a key step for cementing all those little wins from the day.
And she asks herself this one simple question: what did I learn today? Now look at these answers. They're not about grammar rules or new vocabulary words. They're these huge, profound realizations about herself, that she can speak without fear, that, people are actually pretty kind, and that English is just about expression, not being perfect. She's improving.
And here is the most powerful part of her whole story. Just 6 months ago, Emily was terrified to write a single sentence in English. Think about that. That whole journey, from being frozen by fear to this confident reflection, it was all built on nothing more than these small, quiet, daily actions.
So, how can you start doing this for yourself, right now? Well, we've boiled Emily's entire method down into 4 simple steps you can literally begin the moment this is over.
Okay, step 1. Just aim for one true sentence. Talk about your real life honestly, slowly, every single day. That's it. Step 2. Use your real life as your classroom. Your home, your commute, your job, it's all practice material. Just notice it and describe it. Third, and this one is so important, talk to yourself kindly. Be your own best friend in this process, okay? Offer encouragement, not criticism.
And finally, number 4, listen first, speak later. Just absorb the sounds of English, let it wash over you naturally, and fluency will follow.
And if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this thought right here. Real fluency isn't built in these huge, stressful cramming sessions. It's built on small, consistent, and kind daily actions. Because the quiet work you do alone today, that is what will give you the